watching, she saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse deep and irate, and we act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte back, liquor clean. Dead presents in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
Don't get empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get nasty.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this cases.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Good. 46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott eluding the pressure right. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first, and that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A second down throw for Prescott. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48.
Third and long for Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. T.J. Watt in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
On the ball, on the ball.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On the ball, on the ball.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket, and he fires one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll make it third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And it's complete. Henry. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On second down, here's Stafford. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Fielded at about the 28. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now Prescott goes underneath for Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss it open field.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, the Browns. Prescott now on 2nd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Long in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here we go, 46. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Dayon Buchanan. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10 way up at the 37. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, 1st-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On second down, Elliott. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. A give to Elliott. And now running right through it. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Stafford rolling to his right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. On first down, Stafford here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air again, Stafford. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Play action. Stafford. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. The final shot before the break. Stafford. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown, as his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That one goes for 24 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's Stafford now on second down. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Sliding. Here we go, 47. Switch and
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Fourth down, Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And the tackle there by Chris Long.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
46.
2nd down, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A good pickup there, a 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Tim carry now for Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Le'Veon Bell, 77 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Complete, it's Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The give is to Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
They keep on the ground with Elliott, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play. Stafford to Tate, 42 yards. From the red zone now, Stafford. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Over here. Start that.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
26. Here we go. 26.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. On the return, it's Tate. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They've gone final now in Charlotte, and the Panthers are starting to pull away in that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now a desperation throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
There we go. 26.
Throwing here, Prescott. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.